Our first guest tonight got her first Oscar and Golden Globe nominations when she was 14 years old. That's when you got them back then. She went on to win each of those awards more than once and is Golden Globe nominated again for her newest movie, The Mauritanian. Please welcome Jodie Foster. It's very good to see you. How you doing?
Very good.
You hanging in?
Really nice.
Do you get out much?
Not much.
Yeah.
This is pretty much it. This is the whole year. This is the highlight.
9 Golden Globe nominations, a lot of nominations. Obviously.
I have that many?
Yeah, you have that many. Yeah.
Did you check? Are you sure?
They added it up. I'm not positive. I think it's actually kind of 10 because I think you got like a lifetime achievement type of thing.
Yes, I did that one too. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a lot of them. I was watching your movie, and you're always so good in everything, and I was wondering if you've ever watched one of your movies and went, yeah, I was not good in that.
Yeah, that stinks. I'm sure I have. I'm not going to tell you which ones.
Yeah, no, you don't have to tell me, but it has happened?
Yeah, it kind of has. You know, I don't... well, actually, what ends up happening is I just don't ever watch them again. Sometimes, like, halfway through, and I'm like, no.
That's it. Yeah. When you are nominated for any kind of award, Golden Globe, whatever, and you get nominated a lot of times, do you write a speech each time?
No.
You don't? You wing it when you get up there?
I do. I pretty much do. I mean, I think sometimes I'll have ideas in my mind, and sometimes they fly out, and sometimes I say absolutely the wrong thing, you know. And this year it's going to be a virtual type of deal where, I don't know, you'll be at home. I will be at home.
Everyone drinks during the Golden Globes. Will you get hammered at home?
No, that's not something I do, but I will, you know, the dog will be next to me, so who knows what's going to happen to the dog.
They should have, everyone should be allowed a dog at every award show. Wouldn't that be so much more interesting?
It would be even better if it was just the dog in your seat.
An all-dog award show.
Yeah, and then you had to, like, match the one. It would be so good.
Put a little piece of kibble on the trophies of the dog.
Tiara,
I love it. Yeah. You may really be onto something here. Now, as we're on the subject of awards, Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers.
Come on.
I know you're a fan of the Green Bay Packers.
I'm a big Packers fan.
So he wins the NFL MVP, and during his speech, he says this.
Off the field, I got a great group of people that support me. So I'd like to thank my team. Off the field, Ryan, Tommy, Lennon, Rebecca, Adam, Oliver and Emil, Debbie, Jodie Foster, Chas, Edby, Dungeon, Papa.
Did you know that was happening?
You see, he said my team, even though he said off the field. That makes me a Green Bay Packer.
You're part of his team.
People keep saying to me, no, Jodie, that does not mean you're part of the team, but it does mean I'm part of the team.
Do you know Aaron Rodgers?
No!
You had no idea he was going to say this.
He just knows I'm his biggest fan.
If you win the Golden Globe, will you not name him in your speech?
Absolutely. I may have to name the whole team, maybe. Devontae Adams has to be in there somewhere.
He mentions his fiancée, who is Shailene Woodley, who is your co-star in this particular movie, and that's just a total coincidence?
I don't know if that's a coincidence, but yes, she is, and she's fantastic. So we spent a lot of time on the Mauritanian together in a little tent with a little air conditioning spitting at us, talking about our lives and, you know, recipes and people we hate and things like that.
And the Green Bay Packers.
And the Green Bay Packers somehow came up.
You're one of, I think people mostly know MasterClass, where prominent people will teach people how to, like Steve Martin does a thing on comedy, and you have a segment on, a bunch of segments actually, on directing. And there are other directors involved as well. Whose idea was for you to do this?
Well, it was their idea. They came to me, and I thought, well, this is ridiculous. What could I ever do? You know, especially as a director, I watched the one with Martin Scorsese and Ron Howard, and I thought, well, why would they ever want me? So I decided that it would be interesting for people to see how to make movies on their own. And as an actor and a director, sometimes you have to do all the hats, play all the hats. And so I thought that's kind of the focus of mine. was what happens if you have no money and you have to make a movie on your own.
Which is how most people make movies now, right? I mean, everybody's making a movie with their phone. Is that something that you would, like, did you have when you were young, did you have the camera equipment and
No.
that kind of stuff? No, you didn't.
No, I didn't, but I grew up on movie sets, so
right,
that was sort of like my film school. That was my film school.
You teach people, well, one of the things you talk about is to go to a movie, watch the movie, and then go home and think about how you would have done it differently.
Right. Instead of complaining.
Yeah, instead of complaining,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Instead of just criticizing the
Exactly.
movie afterwards, which gives everyone around you the idea that you would have somehow done it better. And the movie you use as an example is The Martian.
Yes, that's right.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but the way to have made The Martian better would be to eliminate Matt Damon from the movie, or to leave him stranded on the planet Mars.
Actually, I think what I said was we should only have his experience. Let's just say you decided you wanted a movie that was about being solitary and about coming to terms with being alone. Then you would only have Matt Damon's character.
Oh, yeah, no, I disagree with that. Yeah, I did.
You see, this is a good film school
I'm
conversation.
going to do my own
we're having.
master class, contradicting your master class. I've never directed a film, nor have I been in one.
But it should not star Matt Damon?
But
Is
there's
that
one
the-
thing I know. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. Jodie Foster is with us.
I'm saying that he helped to kill 3,000 civilians, and we're doing everything we can to get him out.
And we're doing our job.
I did bake sales for his legal fund. That's not a part of my job. My dad told me I'm not welcome home for Thanksgiving this year. That's not a part of my job.
Get out.
What?
You want turkey and pumpkin pie with Mom and Dad and Uncle Joe? Go on, get out. Go home. You can't win a case if you don't believe your own.
That is Jodie Foster and Shailene Woodley in The Mauritanian, which is a really good movie, and I have to say it's upsetting, and it makes you mad. And sometimes you get this idea that, well, when the good guys are in charge, things are good, and it's not that at all, is it?
No, it happens, well, it's about what happened after 9/11. A lot of people were picked up in this extraordinary rendition. They basically were abducted from their homes, Muslim men, and taken all over the world. In this case, Mohammed Slahi was brought to Guantanamo Bay, where he was for 14 years without ever being charged of anything. And so I play the lawyer that helps him get his book written and helps him get out.
And that's the rule rather than the exception at Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah. I mean, the whole point of Guantanamo was that we could operate this kind of garrison state somewhere outside of the United States so that we could do things that were against the law and get away with it. There's still about 40 people that are in Guantanamo being guarded by like thousands of military personnel that are there now. Many of them have never been charged with anything, and they've been there for years.
The lawyer you played, I assume she's seen the film? And
Yes.
Was she happy with her portrayal?
Yes, I think she was happy with her portrayal, but I did warn her that I was going to be a lot meaner than she was, Because she's actually a lovely person, but I don't want to play a lovely.
That's no fun? Yeah.
No, she's tough. I mean, she's tough, but she's not quite as tough as the person I play in the film.
The kid who played Mohammedo, the man who played, he was terrific. He's really great.
Tahar Rahim, a French actor, he's wonderful in the movie.
And at the end of the film, and I'm now worried that I'm going to ruin something, but no, I don't think I'm going to ruin anything. We get to see a video of the real guy.
The real Mohammed Slahi, yes.
And he's very charming.
Yeah, you would love him.
He's singing along to Bob Dylan.
He is. He's seen The Big Lebowski like 86 times.
Well, really?
Yeah, he's a huge fan of American culture. He's funny, he's super affectionate and just joyful. And I just find he has so much to teach us about
I'm so
humanity.
miserable, and I haven't even been
I know.
wrongly imprisoned.
I know.
Does he? So did he know your movies?
The only movie he'd ever seen of mine was Maverick. And he'd seen it a few times, so he kept
with
playing
James
the lines
Garner.
back to me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And I think he was very confused about why they would hire the girl from Maverick to play Nancy Hollander. He's like, she's very cute, but she's not the Nancy
I think
Hollander.
Silence of the Lambs would have been even more confusing because
Yes.
when I see you in those scenes with the cell there, and that is like kind of the first thing you think of.
Yeah, you do think of that, don't you, because of the prison thing.
Yeah.
But
Did you think of that? That movie was 30 years ago.
Yep.
Valentine's Day.
That's right, 30
Which I
almost 30
never
years ago.
imagined there was a date movie. What a Valentine's Day movie.
It's a great date movie, actually. Yeah.
Well, it's great to see you.
to
The
see
movie's
you.
great. It's called The Mauritanian. It's not The Mandalorian. There's no Baby Yoda in this
No.
film. Do not be confused. Jodie Foster, but thank you, Jodie. We'll be back with Kelly Marie Tran. Thanks for watching, and remember, every time you click the subscribe button, one of your enemies gets destroyed.